Hi, this is Patricio, and this is the Gaze Game Studio third preview. In this preview, I'm going to show you how the game state works. Game states, in difference of the animation states or the menu states, are more customs and complex states because animations have pretty much the same behaviors, which very little difference. For example, the skip mode of the background music, but game states have the game logic, and that's what makes games different. So in this game, in this state, we really need customization. So if I double click on the game, I can go to a game state. This is like another, but in this state machine I cannot create states. I can create rooms like in a graphic adventure, a hall, a basement, or any kind of room, or in a game like Mario, different kinds of levels. So each room will have its own logic and its own way to work. And if I double click on the room, I can see the options. From now, the only options available is to set this room to use or don't use stalling, and I can add different kind of outputs and rename it to next level, example, or and I can add other rooms and link them as in the same ways as the previous state machine. So let's connect. This is the begin node, which is this one, and let's connect the begin node to the new room. Let's going to rename this to level A and this to level B. So if I double click on the level A, so this is the room view. In the room view, I have this hierarchical map of the current room, the view of the room. I can drag or zoom in or zoom out, or using this. I can, in this panel, I have the components I can drop and instantiate in the room: sprites, bitmaps, code, or components. And this is the property panel. So let's going to add some different components. So this is a very cool background made by Red Fox, and I can open the display properties of this selected object, and we can see the name, the symbol, which is the resource of this background BMP, the X and the Y, the width, the height, the alpha, rotation, and blend mode. I have different editors for each one kind of property. Group of properties have this kind of drop down combo boxes with the current options that this property has, and numeric property has number steppers, or we can put directly to the 00. And if I, for example, click on these symbol properties, I can see only symbols declared on the library. And let's keep for now to this one, and let's add another component. I'm going to add this, and when I select this object, this sprite, you can see I have the basics transform functions. The scale, I can change the scale, I can rotate or skew, and even set a different transform point and rotate using that point. So let's going to do something like this. Let's see in the preview if the preview responds to the compiled game. So yes, we have pretty much the same thing. Okay, so let's going to do something different, and I'm going to show you how events work and how behaviors and touch groups works. So the first thing we need is a wheel, and let's try this. Okay, let's going to make this a little smaller for now, so something like this. Okay, this is the wheel of life, or the wheel of the samsara, and let's put this over here, and let's make it this bigger. Okay, so right now this sprite only has display properties, but I can pick a previously compiled behavior, for example this wheel of life, and drop it in the property panel, and now this object we have this behavior, and obviously the behavior's properties, for example the spin enable, which is a boolean value and only has true or false as valid options. And right now these behaviors needs an event to know that this object has to rotate and spin. So we need some way to tell him, hey, you know, you have to rotate. So let's going to add a shape, and we have right now a button. Let's make this, let's go into the wheel, and I can right now add an event listener, and this is the add event listener panel. So this is the only public function I can call from this object, which is the add power. This function is a function of the wheel of life behavior, and if I select this, I can see that the function parameters are a number and a boolean. Boolean is the number is the strength of the rotation, and the boolean is counterclockwise or clockwise. And right now I need an event to trigger this function, and I'm going to this shape and select this click event, and let's add the event listener. So now I have this events panel linked to the shape.click event, and if I can go to the edit, I can now edit the event listener, and here we can see the different kinds of properties that are in the event object. In this case is a mouse event, and we can see a lot of properties we usually don't use on that become with the event, but anyway we have them. So the bubbles are boolean, click count is an integer, and we really don't care about this. And we can actually do is we have the parameter which is the strength. Let's put 0.5, and this is the rotation direction, if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. So I can force it to be always true, or I can link this property to a property of the event, and we can try, for example, use the shift key. If I am clicking this button using the shift key, it will rotate in one direction, and if I click the object without touching the shift key, it will rotate to another. So let's drag this, and okay, we have it linked. As you can see, it says shift key and it's blue, and it's allow us to link this boolean with this boolean. Okay, let's close this and let's try this. Okay. Shit happens. Let's move the button over there, and I can click, and it's rotating. Whee! I can click faster, and it's rotating even faster. Now, okay, I'm going to press Shift, and it's rotating to the other way. And this is how a simple event listener and behaviors work. So let's try something even better. So if I check this use Starling function and try this, the first problem, this is all Starling entities. The first problem is that the click event doesn't exist in the Starling API, because there are no clicking, there are no mouse. Actually, it's only touch events. So for this case, I have created let's remove this object, and let's remove this event listener. I have created this component that I call the touch group. Touch group are touch components and mouse components that you can config in a very ingenious way. For example, in this case, I have the touch group arranged in a radial way, or I can arrange them in linear or free and put to the radial one, and I can set the quantity of the spots I want or need. I think we're going fine with 6, and the distance from the center is going to, okay, maybe not so much, and the radius of the touch shape. So okay, a little less, and let's do this time, these two. So now we can pick up the direction. Direction is how I want to this object report that the user is using the input correctly. So if I touch, for example, from this node to this one, it won't actually do anything. But if I do from this one to this one, if the component is configured to clockwise, it will actually send an event. And if I try to from this one to this one, don't, unless it's counterclockwise or both, or all or any. Set both, and let's go to the wheel, and let's going to add the same event, but this time to the touch group, and this time not to the click but to this event, which is a custom event from the touch group, the touch chain. And now we have this event added. Let's going to edit the event, and we can open the function. And in this case, this is a custom event, so it's not a mouse event. In this event, we have this is clockwise property, which I'm going to link to the parameter 1, and we don't have an string value, so let's going to add one. So that's linked, and let's try this. So in this case, I am in Starling, and this is the touch group is actually in debug mode, so we can see it. But in release mode it's invisible, and right now I can make different kinds of button interactions or touch swiping modes in different ways, and send that events to send that information in form of an event to different kind of behaviors. And this is beyond Flash, and it can be used can work using Starling or not actually. So this is the Flash mode, and in mobile devices the Flash mode doesn't work that fast, but if you just click this option and try it, you will have even the bitmap looks a little better because they are smooth. So this works perfectly. And let's play a little more. So anyway, you have the third preview of the Gaze Game Studio. We saw how the rooms work, how behaviors can be added to different kinds of entities, and how they create events and functions, and the different use of Starling, and this very cool component, the touch group, for mobile devices, as an easy way to send events to different kinds of behaviors. And next time we are going to see more of this, because we have a lot of things to show you, and I hope you like it. And if you do, please comment, and feedback is welcome. Bye bye.